hey Karthi, I want to become a designer. So should I go ahead and do a psychology degree? Can I go ahead and pick up a fine arts degree? Can I go ahead and do an engineering degree? So these are all variety of questions that come around what could be the basis of design. So let me put it this way. There are core sciences that is definitely needed because a designer needs to be both analytical and sensual. This is one being who needs to be absolutely perfectly balanced, at least from a head perspective, from an intelligence perspective. So what does that mean? Let's go one step below and then you can understand which kind of degree you can take. So if you really look at the pyramid of sciences, it looks like this. The base is mathematics, then comes physics, then comes chemistry, biology, psychology. So if you are a core science student, and a lot of people argue that psychology is a pseudoscience, and this is my perspective. If you understand mathematics, you understand the language of nature. If you understand physics, you understand the phenomena of how everything works in this universe. If you understand chemistry, you understand how combinations work. If you understand biology, you know how this human system works and everything else, even the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and everything like that. When you understand psychology, you specifically understand how human nature works. And all of this is needed for you to become a great designer. So, can I take a mathematics as my base? And can I be a statistician and become a designer? Absolutely. Can I take psychology as a base degree and become a designer? Absolutely. But is it needed for you to spend time as a statistician and a psychologist and then become a designer? No. You can directly become a designer by having some empathy towards all these core sciences. So I will start looking at it from a time perspective. So whenever we talk about wealth, to me, the number of seconds that you have in your life is the wealth that you actually own. So if you are given, say, 1 billion seconds, which is like 30 years, that is pretty much what you do in a career. So in this 1 billion seconds, what seconds are you going to spend on design? What seconds are you going to spend on things that are not design but just may add a perspective to design? So in that sense, I would say spend all the seconds on design, do more, practice more, work on problem solving, because every problem is going to make you a better person. It's like making dosas, right? Between this dosa and next dosa, things might change. As a result of it, you need to be focused on every single dosa that you make. And you can take the same analogy and put it. Every problem that you solve is going to be different. The context is going to be varied. It's going to be a dynamic context that you will deal with. And as a result of that, you need to know exactly what to do. So are you going to waste time in psychology and statistics and mathematics and physics and fine arts? And it's up to you. It's totally up to you. But if you have decided, if you know in your heart that design is your thing, solve problems. Solve problems creatively. What you know doesn't matter. How you apply what you know matters. That too in context. So you can determine what is important for you. Why do you want to know psychology? Is to understand human nature. Do you need a degree to understand a human nature to become a designer? That question must be answered by you based on this framework. I hope you will not waste your time.